I'm sure you saw in the news yesterday, Donald Trump, after 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, he said, after he created that crisis on the border of charging for the first time in the history of the United States of America, people who entered the country without inspection, caught crossing the border without inspection with a criminal misdemeanor charge. That happened 48 hours ago, separating children, putting the children in detention, sending some children all the way up to New York City, sending parents to California, separating them, and blaming the Democrats and saying this has been the law all the time, which it hasn't been, okay? 24 hours ago, he said, okay, fine, we're going to put the kids and the parents back together in the same jail. How that's even going to happen, we don't know.
Right.
Okay? And then today, he has decided he will no longer be charging. He signed a second executive order about an hour and a half ago. We're still far, far, far away from where Trump needs to be, but he signed a second executive order today saying that he will no longer charge anybody with a criminal offense. It is going back to what the laws have always been, which is immigration violations are civil offenses. Deportation is a civil offense, and this became, obviously, after almost 85% of America disagreed. I saw one statistic that 85%, 85 out of 100 Americans disagreed with separating children, making them suffer. Trump said on Thursday that he's directing now, after he created this entire crisis.
Right.
Okay, but this is so typical Trump. After he creates the crisis.
Yep.
After he creates the crisis, to say, okay, now I'm going to fix the crisis that I created. So he says, I am now meeting with my cabinet, and I am asking the Department of Health and Human Services to devise plans so these families don't need to be separated anymore.
And
now, for the last 20 years, since 1997, there was an agreement to end a Supreme Court case that children are not allowed to be in detention for more than 20 days, period. That was the agreement made between the litigants and the U.S. government to end the Supreme Court challenge to government's detention of children. That is the legal law right now. Children cannot be in detention for more than 20 days. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously it was an absolute disgusting mess what happened. Yes. And to tell you the truth, these people have suffered enough just to get to the border. Okay? Now the only legal, rational reason, okay, the only policy, the only legal, rational reason why anybody or why the U.S. government would put people who are applying for asylum in detention is to ensure that they will show up to their deportation hearing, that they don't disappear into the United States of America. Now, there are lots of ways to figure out that they won't disappear and not keep them in jail. And there's lots of ways to do it a lot cheaper than keeping them in jail.
Right.
Okay? There is bail, what bail is for. There are monitoring bracelets, which are not pleasant, by the way, but the U.S. government uses them. They have monitoring bracelets. It's not a pleasant thing to wear, but certainly more pleasant than being in jail and certainly a lot cheaper. And then what happens is after the person shows up to immigration court once or twice, the judge says, okay, you're complying with the rules that we've set up, and they take the monitoring bracelet off. So there's plenty of things they can do rather than cage people in jails to ensure that they show up to their hearing.